The year is 2035 and the futuristic skyline of Blue Star is about to get wrecked, while the students at Leju City Martial Arts University are just trying to survive their lecture. But a massive explosion tears through the campus, turning the place into a literal war zone, and a gigantic demonic ape drops in to make sure nobody gets home for dinner. So the soldiers open fire, realizing way too late that their bullets are basically doing nothing. Because this beast just treats a massive chunk of concrete like a flimsy piece of paper and proceeds to smash the entire building into absolute rubble, leaving the students scrambling for cover as everything around them crumbles to dust, until someone spots a flicker of hope appearing out of the chaos, where a lone hunter crackling with lightning steps up to face the monster, while the demonic ape charges forward, ready to tear everything apart. But the hunter stands his ground, drawing a blade made of pure electricity and channels enough power to light up the entire ruins, before leaping straight into the path of the oncoming beast, delivering a single devastating slash that cuts through the chaos like a hot knife through butter, until the scene shifts back to a boring classroom lecture on the Blue Star catastrophe, where Lin Zio is caught sleeping on the job and his teacher calls him out for dozing off during the lesson again. So a classmate tries to shake Lin Zio awake before he gets in even more trouble, but he wakes up covered in paint, leaving everyone wondering how he even got admitted to this school. Wang Rui does not hesitate to rub salt in the wound, mocking Lin Zio for his embarrassing loss, but Wu Jixing jumps in to defend him, telling the others to back off and ignore the insults, before the teacher cuts the chatter to announce the start of afternoon training. While Lin Zio reflects on his secret struggle with chronic fainting spells that plague his performance, knowing his only saving grace is the high innate talent level that keeps him from being expelled, and he ignores the drama to focus on the tournament prep his friends are pushing him toward, until a strange, glowing interface suddenly flickers into his vision, revealing that his skills are gaining experience points right before his eyes. As he realizes he can actually absorb Origin Force to strengthen his constitution, and watches in shock as a system notification confirms his skill has leveled up, wondering how he suddenly gained the ability to track his own growth stats, while the display breaks down his current potential points and physical attributes, explaining that he can unlock full combat methods by spending those points, and he realizes this system could finally be his ticket out of being a deadweight. So he immediately commits his points to boosting his constitution, and feels an instant surge of energy as his breathing steadies and his vision clears, causing the very atmosphere around him to vibrate with his newfound power until the class finally wraps up and the students start heading out, while Wu Jixing continues to vent her frustration over the bullies targeting them, but Lin Zio just stays calm, knowing he has a way to prove them all wrong now. Zhao Siva tries to warn Lin Zio about hanging out with her, but a group of bullies interrupts, mocking Lin Zio for being a deadweight, and the ringleader insists that Lin Zio is dragging Zhao Siva's future down, laughing in his face as the entire group joins in the ridicule, closing the gap until he is right in Lin Zio's personal space and forces a challenge, daring Lin Zio to spar against his lackey Wu Yang, so Lin Zio calmly accepts the challenge, silencing the immediate taunts. While a shocked Zhao Siva frantically tries to talk him out of it as the bullies walk away, leaving Lin Zio to deal with his own recklessness, and Zhao Siva explains that Wu Yang has a massive 750 kg punching force, but the rest of the academy is already buzzing about the impending beatdown, while some students decide to head toward the training room to watch, and they discuss the top-ranked fighters who dominate the current school standings. As Lin Zio starts training hard, his stats jumping as he hits the bag, and he pours all his focus into landing a series of heavy strikes, seeing his punching power finally push past 750 kg on the system display, while he grinds out more points to get his combat skills above level 10. As top students notice his progress and pull up his surprisingly low rank, and one of them becomes genuinely intrigued by the sudden change in performance. While a massive crowd begins to swarm the training hall to catch the fight, the spectators are already calling for the teacher to intervene before Wu Yang goes too far, as Lin Zio steps onto the training grounds to meet his challenger face to face, while the onlookers mock Lin Zio, warning Wu Yang not to ruin that pretty face, and Wu Yang taunts his opponent, asking if he is already thinking about begging for mercy, but Lin Zio just smiles, already mapping out his path to a decisive victory. As he calls out his challenger's bluff, telling him to stop talking and start fighting, and the tension breaks instantly as the two combatants charge toward one another, while Wu Yang swings with everything he has, screaming for Lin Zio to just die, but Lin Zio effortlessly tilts his head, letting the strike whistle harmlessly past his ear, leaving Wu Yang stunned that he missed his target by such a wide margin. As he tries to recover his composure and lunges forward with another aggressive hook, yet Lin Zio dances out of the way again, barely even breaking a sweat, while the watching crowd realizes this is not the one-sided slaughter they were expecting, and Wu Yang grows increasingly frustrated by his inability to land a single hit, as a flurry of punches tears through the air, all missing their mark, while Lin Zio maintains his calm, tracking every movement with absolute precision. And the observers begin to whisper, shocked that his footwork is this elite, as Wu Yang realizes this supposed weakling is actually faster than he is, while even the top students in the crowd start questioning how this is even possible, and his supporters watch in disbelief, wondering exactly what kind of training he underwent. Fang Wen and her peer analyze the situation, noting Lin Zio's bizarrely refined footwork, even questioning if his recent recovery from those chronic headaches is the secret behind it. While in the arena, Wu Yang unleashes a desperate barrage of attacks, screaming at Lin Zio to quit running and face him in a real fight, but Lin Zio just taunts him, asking if he can actually land a single hit, causing Wu Yang to lash out with a furious, wide-reaching strike, only for Lin Zio to track the movement with unnerving, calm precision. And then in a blink, Lin Zio catches the punch bare-handed, telling an utterly shocked Wu Yang not to give up so easily, leaving the attacker frozen as he realizes his momentum has been completely neutralized, while Lin Zio follows up with a lightning-fast counter that connects squarely, sending Wu Yang flying across the arena as the crowd watches in stunned silence, until the realization hits the spectators that the so-called Deadweight just dominated the match. Meanwhile, the instructors watching from the sidelines recognize a genuine breakthrough in Lin Zio's technique, explaining that his hidden potential was only held back by that mysterious past sickness. And now a new challenger steps forward, clearly incensed by the outcome, yelling at the defeated Wu Yang to get back on his feet right now, while Lin Zio stands his ground, waiting to see if his opponent has any fight left. As a battered Wu Yang refuses to accept the loss and charges in for one last desperate swing, but Lin Zio shuts it down instantly with a brutal, precise strike to the gut. With the crowd suddenly swooning over Lin Zio's newfound intensity, while his classmates gossip about whether there's something more than friendship brewing, Lin Zio towers over a desperate Wu Yang who refuses to stay down, as Wu Yang screams for a head-on collision, fully intent on showing off his signature power. But Lin Zio just smirks and tells him to bring it on, causing Wu Yang to lunge forward with everything he has left, while Lin Zio stands completely unfazed as the strike comes flying in, meeting the incoming blow with a perfectly timed counter, and the resulting impact sends a shockwave through the entire arena, forcing Wu Yang to recoil as his own momentum is turned against him, while Lin Zio follows through with a calm, clinical precision, leaving Wu Yang stunned and clutching his arm in total disbelief, because Lin Zio is not even breaking a sweat while casually dismissing the guy's best efforts, as the surrounding students erupt into chaos while finally realizing their assumptions about the Deadweight were dead wrong, until the teacher finally intervenes, ordering Wu Jining to get the trashed Wu Yang to the infirmary, where Lin Zio gets cornered by his classmates who are dying to know how he got so strong. But before he can answer, a new aggressive challenger screams an insult from behind and launches a high-flying kick aimed directly at Lin Zio's head, causing the nearby students to shriek in alarm as the surprise attack connects, though Lin Zio blocks the strike with zero effort, proving he is still miles ahead of the competition. The challenger is not backing down, claiming Lin Zio only got lucky with that last move, while arrogantly warning that the real test comes during the upcoming ranking tournament. But Lin Zio just brushes off the concerned whispers of his friends, unimpressed by the taunts and already analyzing the gap between his current strength and the true elites, so he walks off toward the cafeteria, leaving his baffled classmate to wonder how his footwork improved so drastically, as the scene shifts to the quiet solitude of his dorm room late at night, where a video call with his mother highlights the constant pressure of his failing health, and she pleads with him to drop out of the Hunter program to avoid further strain. But Lin Zio reveals the massive breakthrough that his chronic headaches are finally gone, though she remains terrified of the lethal dangers inherent in becoming a professional hunter, while he promises to surpass even his father's legacy and become the strongest hunter in the world, despite her desperate wish for his safety over any kind of dangerous ambition. So he cuts the conversation short to head to his weapons training class, where the instructor immediately starts drilling the students on their form and center of gravity, as Miao Fei steps up to correct their pathetic attempts at swordplay, calling out the clumsy mistakes of his students while demanding they refine their blade alignment. So Lin Zio grips his heavy weapon and focuses entirely on the instructor's feedback, while his muscles strain under the weight of the massive steel, and the system logs his repetitive training, pushing his skill level higher with every single swing, until Miao Fei finally acknowledges his steady progress with a rare approving nod. Miao Fei points out that Lin Zio's wrist is still too stiff during his swings, so the instructor demonstrates the proper technique to ensure better blade stability, explaining that relaxing the joints before tightening the wrists at impact is key to a clean slash, as he orders Lin Zio to give it another go with the new adjustments, and Lin Zio focuses every ounce of his concentration on the sword's path, channeling his energy into a powerful downward strike that earns a system experience boost, while Miao Fei watches with a rare smirk, clearly impressed by how fast his student learns. And he tells Lin Zio to keep at it, secretly thrilled to have found such a promising recruit. But the training session ends, and the class moves on to a lecture on mutated beast species, where Lin Zio is caught dozing off until a classmate nudges him awake, and he jumps up just in time for the professor to call on him, demanding a breakdown of the black-tusked wild boar and its specific hazard level. So Lin Zio rattles off the exact physical specs, including its size, weight, and defensive capabilities, while the professor pushes him further, asking how to actually take down such a beast, and Lin Zio perfectly describes attacking its snout and abdomen to exploit its poor turning mobility, leaving the professor stunned by his advanced knowledge, and his classmates stare in disbelief, wondering how he knows all this material, as the entire lecture hall whispers about his over-the-top preparation, while his rivals glare, convinced he was just putting on a show to make them look bad. But the professor brushes it off and refocuses the room on the upcoming ranking tournament. Lin Zio wraps up his class participation, finally catching a break as the session ends, and he heads out into the hallway with his classmate, who waves goodbye to head off to her part-time job. But teacher Wu stops Lin Zio in his tracks, pulling him aside to discuss the high-stakes scholarship program, which could be the answer to Lin Zio's financial troubles regarding his sister's tuition, although he quickly realizes that securing the funds requires him to hit first place in the tournament, and teacher Wu warns him about the extreme difficulty of reaching such a high ranking, yet Lin Ziao remains focused on the 150,000 reward, ignoring the professor's caution about the other formidable students. Because Lin Ziao is already mentally committed to pushing his limits to secure that win, as he begins an intense solo training session to grind out his skills, swinging his blade with precision as his one-handed sword skill gains experience, with the system interface confirming his rapid growth across multiple combat categories. But he knows that raw force alone will not be enough to carry him through the tournament, just as a confident student approaches him with a challenge to spar. Claiming to be the best sword fighter in the entire school, and Lin Ziao accepts the challenge with a sharp, competitive grin, dashing forward to engage his opponent in a high-speed clash, while the two trade blows in an exchange that immediately puts Lin Ziao's training to the test. Blades ring out as the two exchange a blur of high-speed strikes, while nearby students watch in awe at the sheer level of their swordplay. Realizing one of them is actually a top-tier student from the third-year Class A, and the onlookers can't help but freak out over how Lin Ziao is keeping pace, with Zhuang Jianyu pushing the pressure as they continue their intense rhythmic dance. But Lin Ziao does not back down, finding the opening he needs to counter, his focus locked in on every movement his opponent makes during the flurry, until Zhuang Jianyu finally disengages to bring the heated sparring session to a halt. As the adrenaline fades and the two warriors catch their breath, with Lin Ziao humbly calling the match a loss despite his stellar performance, but Zhuang Jianyu quickly corrects him, insisting they are perfectly matched in skill, introducing himself as a third-year elite and asking for his sparring partner's name, so Lin Ziao identifies himself and offers a respectful nod for the lesson, and Zhuang Jianyu promises to remember him before they meet again at the tournament. Leaving Lin Ziao to head back as the school announces the upcoming My Tournament class, which has everyone buzzing about how cool and essential this training sounds, with students gossiping about the difficulty and the prestige of mastering such power, since the instructor explains that My Tournament is the gateway to becoming a true powerhouse, pointing out that the secret to the entire discipline is controlling your spirit intensity. And Lin Ziao narrows his eyes, already calculating how to master this new challenge. The instructor commands everyone to close their eyes and start absorbing the ambient might, and Lin Ziao immediately locks into the zone as his energy levels begin to climb, while others like Sia struggle to even get a handle on the basic technique, with her admitting that the pressure is overwhelming and starting to feel impossible to master. But Lin Ziao stays cool, advising her to take it slow instead of rushing the process, as he focuses his intent inward and effortlessly pulls the energy into his own core, leaving Teacher Wu stunned when he realizes Lin Ziao has already synchronized with the flow, and the teacher double-checks to make sure he is not hearing things, so he pulls Lin Ziao aside to discuss his sudden progress in private, explaining that the academy is scouting top students for a specialized My Tournament class. And Lin Ziao jumps at the chance since he is already dead set on joining, following Teacher Wu down the hall to see if he truly has the aptitude, where they find a crystal ball designed to measure and test external might control. So Lin Ziao reaches out and pours his energy into the sphere, causing the device to hum with raw power until Teacher Wu declares him a pass, noting that he has serious potential and needs to keep pushing his limits daily. Which leaves Lin Ziao feeling confident as he accepts the challenge ahead, and 3 days later the academy grounds are packed for the big student tournament, while the crowd debates whether the current Lin Ziao can actually take down Wu Jixing, with his peers wondering if he has finally evolved enough to survive the coming clash. The opening speeches wrap up and the arena goes quiet as Wu Jixing struts onto the stage, looking like he owns the place while daring anyone to challenge his top rank, and the crowd stays silent because nobody wants to mess with the reigning champion, until Lin Ziao catches his gaze from the stands and decides he has seen enough, stepping forward with a cold look that makes it clear he is ready for war, while a challenger named Fang Wen beats him to the punch, screaming that she will end him, and she declares her challenge loud enough for the entire academy to hear her clearly, leaving the onlookers stunned since everyone knows Wu Jixing is way out of her league, but she ignores the doubts and leaps into the ring anyway, where Wu Jixing mocks her for thinking she has actually leveled the playing field, laughing off her ambition as nothing more than a pathetic waste of his time. But Fang Wen ignores the trash talk and immediately launches a flurry of strikes, forcing Wu Jixing to focus as she lands a clean high kick against his block. Though he barely flinches and sneers that her My Tournament technique is nothing special, so they trade blows in a blur of movement that shakes the entire arena floor, and the audience gasps as Fang Wen keeps pace with his heavy offensive, while Lin Ziao watches from the sidelines, realizing her footwork has improved significantly since their last encounter, and the duel intensifies as Fang Wen integrates her My Tournament with incredible speed, making the spectators wonder if she can actually pull off the impossible upset here, as she forces Wu Jixing onto the defensive with another perfectly timed strike. Wu Jixing finally finds the opening he needed and grabs hold of Fang Wen, and her realization that she's overextended hits just as he winds up for a counter, launching a brutal strike that sends Fang Wen flying across the arena floor, leaving her sprawled out and defeated while the crowd watches in stunned silence. As the surrounding students realize the gap between the champion and the challenger is still massive, but she's quickly helped up by her classmates, clearly reeling from the crushing loss, while Wu Jixing remains arrogant, claiming that even with her improvements she's still way beneath him, and the onlookers gossip about whether anyone can actually touch his rank this year, until Wu Jixing turns his sights toward the sidelines and calls out Lin Ziao, locking eyes with him as the tension in the arena shifts instantly, and Lin Ziao steps forward, unfazed by the glare from the top-ranked fighter, while the crowd whispers about their history, remembering how badly Wu Jixing beat him before as Wu Jixing taunts him for being a coward, demanding to know why he's always hiding, but Lin Xiao just questions the obsession, prompting a bitter outburst from the champion, who reveals his hatred stems entirely from Lin Xiao somehow being ranked ahead of him, and he swings a wild, desperate punch, swearing he will not allow that ranking to stand. Yet Lin Xiao sidesteps the attack with ease, making the powerhouse look completely reckless, and he follows up with a lightning-fast kick that lands squarely against Wu Jixing's guard, sending the champion skidding back in complete shock at the sudden shift in power. While the entire arena erupts as the shockwave from the impact shatters the arena wall, the crowd can't believe their eyes as Lin Xiao actually sends Wu Jixing flying, and Lin Xiao just stands there, casually asking if the guy needs a moment to catch his breath. But Wu Jixing is not backing down, activating his might armament to level the playing field, swearing that Lin Xiao will live to regret forcing him into this kind of power. As he launches a flurry of strikes that Lin Xiao deflects with almost zero effort, and Lin Xiao catches a direct hit, admitting the technique is decent but ultimately lacking, finishing the thought by easily parrying the blow and creating an opening. So Wu Jixing presses the attack, desperate to land a meaningful hit through the defense, but he ends up stumbling as Lin Xiao shuts down the momentum with a sharp counter, leaving Wu Jixing fuming that he was forced to drop his guard by such a simple move, while Lin Xiao looks down on him, claiming he is not even worthy of seeing his own full strength, which only pushes Wu Jixing to go all out for a mutual kill, and he charges forward again, abandoning all caution in favor of pure raw aggression, but Lin Xiao meets the onslaught with a massive burst of energy that clears the area, sending shockwaves through the stage that leave everyone watching in absolute stunned silence, as the onlookers realize Lin Xiao did not even need his own armament to dominate the exchange, despite Wu Jixing panting and blaming his own carelessness for the disastrous result. Yet he refuses to quit, screaming at Lin Xiao to stop looking down on his full power, and Lin Xiao finally begins to glow with his own hidden aura, stepping up to end this. While Wu Jixing prepares to unleash his trump card, the dangerous might coding, the crowd is losing their minds trying to figure out what level Lin Xiao just hit, while Lin Xiao stares down his opponent, calm and ready to finish this, and Wu Jixing, vibrating with intensity, dares him to make the next move, so Lin Xiao launches forward in a blur of blue energy that cracks the very ground, leaving Wu Jixing stunned by the sheer speed of the approaching strike. But Lin Xiao lands a devastating kick that sends shockwaves through the entire arena, causing the instructors to panic as they realize Wu Jixing might not survive the impact, and the force of the collision carves a massive trajectory through the air, obliterating the surroundings as an explosion of debris erupts across the training field, with students miles away wondering if a cannon just went off on campus. Yet as the dust begins to settle, Lin Xiao stands tall over the wreckage, and a broken Wu Jixing collapses to his knees, completely overwhelmed by the aftermath, until he finally admits defeat, grateful that Lin Xiao held back enough to keep him alive, leaving the instructor to quickly clear the area, acting like he's in control, while the rest of the student body watches in total silence at the ruined stage. So the instructor immediately declares Lin Xiao the new top student for next month. But he adds a strict gag order demanding nobody speak a word about the fight, and Lin Xiao walks away, seemingly annoyed by the sudden attention from a classmate. While inside the dean's office, the tension spikes as they discuss the incident, and teacher Wu Qinghua vows to keep Lin Xiao's true power hidden for now. Teacher Wu Qinghua demands payment for the destroyed venue, but he's clearly looking for more than just cash, and Lin Xiao casually dismisses the repair bill like it's pocket change. So the meeting shifts to the upcoming class tournament and the selection of competitors, as the list of available events flashes on the screen, ranging from arena combat to survival challenges, with the instructor moving quickly to the lottery phase to determine the matchups, and slips of paper fill the air as everyone scrambles to see their assigned event. While Wu Qinghua catches a random slip, his expression hardening as he reads the contents, finding he's stuck with Alpha Wolf hunting, an event that leaves him questioning his own luck. But his hesitation is interrupted by a sharp greeting from a rival instructor, because Wan Jingru from Class F steps into the spotlight holding the exact same event slip, and she wastes no time in goading Wu Qinghua, reminding him that the students are extensions of their teachers. Then she leans in with a smug challenge, daring him to admit he's afraid of losing this match, which lights a fire under Wu Qinghua, who snaps back that his class will not be the ones falling, while the tension in the room thickens before the briefing on the event rules begins, as Wu Qinghua stands before the assembly to explain the mechanics of the Alpha Wolf hunting trial, outlining how the class will be split into lone wolves and pack wolves to maximize their tactical spread. Where taking down a pack wolf nets 2 points, but sniping a lone wolf is a massive 5-point swing, and he stresses that the first class to hit 50 points will take the win, with a final stern warning that lethal force is strictly banned, leaving incapacitation as the only way to secure points, while Lin Xiao monitors his own system stats, watching his recent training gains finally start to pay off. Wu Qinghua calls out Lin Xiao to address the massive bill for the venue destruction, and Lin Xiao realizes he is on the hook for the costs unless he finds a way to avoid disqualification, so he wonders if he'll be paying out of pocket while his classmates listen in. But Wu Qinghua clarifies that a high performance in the tournament could wipe the debt clean, and he presses Lin Xiao to prove his worth by leading Class C to a crushing victory, forcing Lin Xiao to commit his class to an absolute win to settle the financial damage. As the entire room erupts in competitive fervor with everyone chanting for Class C, though the tension spikes when Wu Qinghua reveals a bloodthirsty pale wolf is loose in the mountains, leaving the students panicked about why a dangerous beast is being allowed near their competition. But the rules shift to accommodate the threat, with the pale wolf now worth a massive 50 points, and Wu Qinghua warns that the beast only appears at night, turning the event into a survival race. So he designates Lin Zio as the lone wolf candidate to spearhead the tactical response, while the class heads toward the rugged terrain of the school's back mountain hunting ground, and Lin Zio takes his first steps into the wilderness as the event kicks off, where he receives his specialized point tracking watch from an instructor, which automatically updates scores in real time but will disqualify anyone who suffers a defeat. As the device aggregates all points from the top students to give the class a clear tactical edge, while the mountain map highlights neutral service zones that provide essential supplies but risk disqualification if overstayed, and Lin Zio checks his watch as the countdown timer finally hits the starting mark, marking the official beginning of the hunt as the clock strikes 9. And with the signal given, the entire group surges forward into the restricted hunting grounds.